I'm in the thick of reviewing this ASRock B550 Extreme 4 motherboard, and I've taken a break, and the reason is a story that's all over the interwebs, or rather the technical interwebs. The question is, did Nvidia sell an awful lot of GPUs to miners when they should be going to good honest gamers like me and you and people we know? You will have seen stories such as this one on the FSP review, which refers to Nvidia reportedly selling $175 million worth of Ampere GPUs to miners. And that story feeds back to at least one other link in the chain and ends up back at barons.com, where we see that there are reports that Mitch Steves, which is an unusual name, but that chap, despite having an unusual name, does not appear to be on Twitter. He is an analyst for RBC Capital Markets, and he had predicted that Nvidia would sell $150 million of GPUs to miners for the last quarter, but instead they managed to sell $175 million worth of GPUs to miners. The problem is, I can't find that note or a direct report from this chap to this effect, but I have seen many reports that that's what he said, and then someone repeats it and someone repeats it. Nvidia's recent financials, they're impressive. Absolutely everything is on the rise, but they don't break out mining as part of their sales. Kitguru asked Nvidia UK for a comment on the Barron's story, and the response came, I don't have a comment for you just yet. Bear in mind it's Thanksgiving weekend. I asked this question sometime on Friday, so probably you'll have to wait until Monday on this. I can't complain about that. Ask a question on Friday, it's a public holiday in America, perhaps a response will come on Monday. Might this story be true? Well, yes, why not? Crypto is booming. Here's the thing about crypto. You have to balance the return you get from the crypto along with the cost of the hardware and the running cost, which essentially is the power. And that's why miners are based, according to people we know, in China, Poland, Russia and the Baltic area. We're told that one of the driving forces behind people buying new mining hardware is the upcoming network upgrade of the Ethereum blockchain, scheduled to take place sometime in December, we understand. That's going to require miners to run more efficient hardware with a minimum of 8 GB of memory per graphics card. It seems that RTX 3080 is ideal for the job, so the idea that Nvidia might supply kits of GPU and memory to Chinese third-tier manufacturers to make mining graphics cards, yep, that seems entirely plausible. Let's do some speculative maths. If we were to say that a kit of GPU and memory for an RTX 3080 costs $350, 175 million equates to 500,000 kits of parts. If instead the kit of parts costs $500, you're looking at 350,000 RTX 3080 graphics cards. So we're in the range of 350,000 to 500,000. Clearly that is in our terms a monumental number of graphics cards. Surely in the UK it would be the case that Scan, eBuyer, Overclockers and Amazon would each get thousands more RTX 3080s if these cards, if they exist, had come over to the gaming side of things rather than going to those nasty dastardly miners. Looking at Nvidia's figures for the last quarter, which were very good figures, it's not the least bit clear whether Nvidia would book mining under gaming, because gaming encompasses desktop graphics and consoles, what little consoles they have, and also laptops. You'd think mining might sneak in there. There doesn't appear to be another category that mining would fit into. I can't see where the mining figures would be, but then relatively speaking this is small money to Nvidia. They have a total revenue of $4.726 billion. 2.27 billion is gaming, 1.9 billion is data center, 236 million is professional visualization, which is workstation graphics, 125 million is automotive. That suggests there's 195 million that's gone missing. In another of their charts, a category called OEM/IP appears as 4% of the total. Automotive is 4% of the total. So this category would be 125 million. That would still leave 70 million missing from Nvidia's accounts. You're now talking rounding errors and pocket change. It is absolutely crystal clear Nvidia could lose mining revenue in gaming. We'd be none the wiser. Could we believe that Nvidia would do the dirty on loyal gaming customers such as me? Absolutely I could. Nvidia, just look at those figures. They chase revenue and profit like there's no tomorrow. Think back. We used to have this idea that you had reference design graphics cards, and then Nvidia created the Founders Edition, which was a reference design but very nicely made, and you'd want to own one, whereas previously reference designs were things waiting to be made properly by the partners. So you could buy the Founders Edition RTX 2080 from Nvidia. It wasn't cheap, perfectly nice graphics card. I bought a couple myself. Now with the RTX 3080 and 3090, the Founders Edition is not a reference design. There's a reference design and there's a Founders. If you're buying a water block for one of those cards, you need to know whether you've got reference or Founders. And those Founders cards will sell in direct competition to the partners, and of course the revenue goes straight to Nvidia. The idea they'd sell to miners rather than selling to me, yeah, I can believe that every day of the week. The thing is, it's not only Ampere that's in short supply. If we take a look at overclockers and scan, you will see that absolutely everything is in short supply. There's a problem with RTX 2000, GTX 1000, which are both manufactured by TSMC, where Ampere is manufactured by Samsung. It's also the case that AMD Big Navi and earlier AMD hardware is also terribly short and priced extremely high. So to go back to the original question, has Nvidia sold an awful lot of hardware to miners? They might have done. We've actually got no direct evidence. The fact that that original quote about the $175 million, the fact I can't find where that quote comes from and find a copy of it, that makes me gravely suspicious. Having said that, it is crystal clear that demand is crazy high and 500,000 graphics cards would go a fair way towards helping us all. But right now, the rumour is being repeated and repeated and repeated, but it doesn't appear to be based on solid evidence.